You see, that's a very good opening clockwork. I like being on second pick. You pick heroes that are kind of flexible and useful together. Even though they are more or less going to be the two supports. And there's always this kind of argument. I think Nahas is one of the ones. He always doesn't like opening both supports. But for me, I think it's fine, depending on how you guys want to draft.
I see the Death Prophet here again too. I feel like it's such a strong pick right now. I'm surprised it's not like an automatic first phase ban at this point.
Yeah, just pick some hero to own him in the lane. Oh wait, what's that hero? Shadow Fiend? Shadow Fiend? Oh, they adjusted. They understood.
Dire team pick.
Oh, they go back to the Phantom Lancer.
That's an annoying hero for Phoenix. Very annoying. And you have an Ogre, so Ogre can't do shit to protect your egg.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
they need heroes that can protect the egg. So, but then
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
I just don't like the Ogre. Ogre doesn't provide anything. Now the other two picks need to make up with so much. Sand King? I feel Sand King could be a decent hero right now. I don't know if you tried playing the hero. He feels okay right now.
I haven't played him recently, but there was definitely a phase of time where I was enjoying playing that hero.
Oh, you love the hero?
I thought it was good. It was. I think the last time I played him was a couple months ago, though.
I think he kind of fits the current meta where because there's a lot of heroes siege early, and Sand King is like the opposite of it. You defend your towers forever.
Radiant team back.
There comes the pocket. So
I mean, Puck
safe lane Ember?
So off lane Puck.
Yeah, it could be off lane Ember. Or I mean, off lane Puck. And they ban the Sand King. So they are hearing you already.
I mean, they understand the meta because they've been playing together for a long time. Like if you look at the pubs and you play the pubs a lot, you kind of have this feeling about what hero is good. Because when the patch comes, the only way you can understand is like you have to play. You know, there's no way around it. If you don't play and you just think that you're gonna understand the meta somehow, it's just not gonna work. And you can't really even blame Aster because they've been hit with this coronavirus situation where they're in quarantine, 4 of the players. So it's just tough, you know? Tough times. I mean, I think the only way they can salvage this is they pick a Void right now. So the Void can protect the egg. But the Void is going to have a very tough time in the lane, I presume, because the off-laner is not being picked yet.
And it seems there's always times where it struggles.
You pick your poison right now because of the way you pick the draft. That's it.
Ban the Omni Knight. I see sometimes just Voids struggle against Death Prophets, like that silence sometimes when it lands. What do you do as a Void?
I mean, I'm not saying it's a great hero here, but he just fixes their draft. You know? He can fix some of the draft.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
And they're gonna lose all their lanes. Void's gonna lose his lane. Then there's the Ember against Death Prophet. You're gonna lose your lane. Puck Ogre, yeah, sure, maybe you can do well against the PR. Okay, this is the egg protector, Dusa Phoenix, the classic combo. This is actually a pretty good pick. Oh no! Oh my god! Okay, they lost. Look at their heroes against things. Oh, he owns every single hero except for the Ogre, but the Ogre is already a useless hero, so never mind him. Wow, why is there Nyx in the game? When the heroes are like this, what did they ban? What was the last ban? What did they actually ban? They were gonna
the Omni Knight.
They didn't ban the Nyx. They banned Omni Knight? If they wanted Medusa, if they ban Omni Knight and they pick Void, that would make sense, right? Because Omni Knight does screw with the Void. But they ban Omni Knight and they pick Dusa. Scratching my head 10 times.
10 seconds remaining.
This is
the missing link.
This is a problem. I know. I get
problem?
COP on Clock.
Well,
It's a travesty. I've raised it from problem to travesty. I've set the bar a little higher.
How to play Phoenix this game? There's Nyx and there's PL. That's the least of their problems.
Yeah, this is looking like a lot of momentum in an overrun.
How to play Ember when there's Nyx? I mean, okay, fine. It's not so bad as Ember. I mean, you can deal with it. Park as well, you can deal with it. But Medusa, how do you actually deal with it if you're Medusa? You naturally suck ass against Nyx, you know? Like, he actually destroys you from within. You have no mana, you get Spike Carapace, and GG.
Oh boy.
Okay, so the only way, I mean, if they somehow can get to the point where, because the Dusa is gonna need BKB, you generally don't want to buy BKB, but you need BKB against Snakes. Then I'm not sure if you want to buy Axe as well, because I remember Axe is pretty decent against those illusion heroes. But you're gonna need a lot of items.
Can the Medusa even get that late into the game?
I mean, if he does get to that point in the game, yeah, sure. I can see the Medusa standing in front with this Ogre, Bloodlust, and then some Sunray casting, some Phoenix casting Sunray on the Dusa, and you have a Solar Crest on him, yeah, sure, Invincible Dusa. But that's going to be coming to your channel in 1 hour.
If we make it
and
there.
For the Radiance channel, transmission is over within 20 minutes. 25 minutes. Okay, so what do they have to do? Let's try to figure out what do they have to do to get to that point. They have to win their lane. So if they need to win their lane, I guess they can't even change the lanes here, because if they put Amber, maybe it's actually better for Dusa to go mid. Never mind, his items can't really go mid.
They've already swapped. They've got
I'm
a
thinking
CCC
maybe it's actually
committing.
straight up better for the Dusa to go mid against the Death Prophet, so Amber takes the safe. That's very, very strange, yeah.
Because this is going to be an aggressive Clockwork. Like they're gonna want to.
Yeah,
especially
the
with
Dusa's gonna have a. I mean, the Dusa's gonna have a lot of chances to die in this kind of lane. You know, like I'm not a very big fan of like side lane Dusa.
Especially with an aggressive 3 like Clockwork, you're dealing with what, 620 health? How are you gonna survive this lane if you just get hit by Battery Assault Cogs and Nyx Assassin moving it your way?
Yeah, I mean with the Ogre in the lane, sure, she should be fine, but I think just overall as a hero, you accelerate your farm faster if you're mid, because you get levels quicker and you get access to the jungles that's on your left and right in the mid lane, so you tend to snowball faster.
Let's see how this Medusa ends up doing.
Headdress. Bloodlust headdress.
This is the third different build we saw in the Ogre, I think, together. We talked, or not the second, but we talked about Orb of Venom.
Orb of Venom and Boost.
Yeah.
Let's see how the headdress plays out. But the thing is, like, if the enemy doesn't even want to trade with you, so basically the headdress is just for the carries, so you can give him the aura.
Because I don't think Ogre has much of a chance to die at the moment. 7 armor early. Feels like a hero still that can just run at this Clockwork.
That's why I feel like I would have preferred the Orb of Venom or Boots, unless my carry is telling me buy the headdress or I report you, then sure, I'll buy the headdress, okay? Fine. I mean, I'm just gonna expect all the lanes to go really badly for Dire here. Like top and mid is gonna go really bad. Bottom lane is the only lane that I feel like they're gonna be okay. But being okay is not even enough. You know, they have to figure out how they can shut down this PR. They have to win the lane.
Yeah,
They
they've
should be able to win the lane. They have 2 range heroes against PR, in theory.
but they've struggled before. Like their laning last game was just so like it was so poor that I don't even know if I expect them to even beat Phantom Lancer. He's sitting 10-1. He's already in a decent spot. XSS, the one struggling a little bit on CS. I think this is fine for Phantom Lancer right now. And now Bkop with OP taking Rocket Flare as well as the Battery Assault. Is it another level in a Battery Assault level 3 here for the Clockwork, or is it worth taking Cogs? Are you just trying to play as aggressive when you can at like level 4, level 5, and not doing anything early?
I think you could save a skill point and wait to see what you need. If you need the cogs or okay, he takes the battery assault. Dusa is farming fine, so that's a bonus. That's a plus for them.
At least for right now, but there's the Battery Assault coming out on the Medusa. We got the Mana Break, or the Mana Burn coming in on Shuan, and it's just the aggression already. And it didn't lead to a kill, but it certainly feels like at any moment they can make the dive in and go for it.
It all depends on the creep wave though. The Dire is controlling the wave very well. The Ogre is doing a good job pulling and making sure that if the creep is here, this line, around this line, then the Dusa is gonna be safe. But if the creep is like here, then the Dusa cannot lane. It's all about the creep. Where is the position of the creep wave in the lane?
Mm-hmm.
Like they actually have to try to stop the Ogre from pulling, especially for the this is the Nyx has to. He's not really like trying to focus on doing that. He's like just running around and doing his own, like position force, like trying to get a rune, trying to gank. That's why the he actually missed the pull. Never mind.
Top tower is under attack.
Jinx, I jinxed it. Blame me.
Ancient Apparition bottom. Red Panda looking like he's going to burn out here to the Spirits. Fade gets the kill and first blood. Phoenix then going to TP back to the tier 1 tower, not all the way back. He's got that salve. He'll heal up. He's okay.
Pretty good kill, but still PR is like, look at his last hits.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay, so
There's the kill that they needed mid.
Yeah, managed to get a gank in mid. I mean, this lane is already really difficult. And now they're just adding salt to the wound by getting that kill even. And Bounty Rune gonna be...
This could be tough for Dire.
Dire's gonna get 3 Bounty Runes? Yeah.
No, Radiant got the 2 over bottom.
GG.
Spike Carapace with the TP. Felix,
Oh,
burns out in base.
Middle tower is under attack.
Somehow 2-2. Bkop getting the top runes and SAG getting the bottom runes. I was a little surprised.
Did he not have gold to buy a Fairy Fire to survive? I didn't see. Maybe he didn't have cash.
I think he did. I just don't know if he expected to burn out there.
But looking at the net worth, the Dusa and Park, they are not too far behind their counterparts right now. It's just Ember being... Oh my god, Ember is... Okay.
He's far behind again. This is the second time a mid's been
This is like the
beat
Gyro
by DD.
last game, right?
Yeah.
But Gyro was not played by SECC last game, so they both took turns going mid and they both took turns taking it.
But they're going top. They're looking for the
Medusa.
Medusa. They're trying to line up the stun. They'll
Double.
finally get it. Finally get some mana back. Now the chase is on the other way with Phoenix joining the fight. Icarus dive over, and there's the Fire Blast. Felix pops the Spike Carapace, stuns up the Phoenix as well as the Medusa, but this is turned around on them, and they will lose this Nyx top.
Yep, the Dusa is having actually a much better game than I expected. I mean, I guess the Clockwork plus Nyx is not really that strong of a lane. Even though Nyx was a really big problem against the heroes, but the laning phase of that hero is not that great. And you're pairing up with a melee hero, so it's not like a range melee. So the Dusa is so far doing very, very well in the laning phase. 2,600 net worth, just a little bit behind of the PL.
I've never seen that pull before, but over mid? Was it the Remnant away? Yeah, level 6.
Yep.
I've never seen that pull before. The pull straight up
Which
for the
pull?
Dire.
Sorry?
From this camp right here on in the Dire top lane.
Oh, you can always do this. It's
This
17.
one's straight up.
17. 17 or what? The other one's 47, right? There are certain camps that are a bit more annoying, but overall you should be able to do it fairly easily.
Mm-hmm.
I think the hardest one is the Centaur camp. A melee hero. The range,
Yeah.
hero is the range creep is easy.
So switch it over to the net worth. Take a look. Phantom Lancer still leading the way, but Medusa's kind of recovered. Was sitting about 600 gold behind the Phantom Lancer earlier. Now only just about 400, and that's because of the kill over onto the Nyx Assassin. But Felix now invis, and he's gonna start heading over towards bottom. I think XSS needs to be worried. They don't have any vision for him to come over bottom, and he's only actually level 3. I'm surprised. But
Yeah,
still,
he's gaining a lot of experience to the clockwork.
yeah.
But the clockwork's not really that high level. It's only level 6. It's okay. I mean, the deaths hurt him a lot, obviously. And having to scale 1 point in mana burn early is also not really that ideal for Nyx, because you want to have a carapace and stun ASAP. And you didn't really help them in the lane so much. You know, even though it's a Medusa, but I feel like getting that 1 point in mana burn is not really that great for your game.
Yeah, he took that at level 2, trying to get that
Yeah,
kill over on the Medusa, and that
But they didn't
seems
get
like
that,
it set him
they weren't
back.
able to get that kill. And now it's like, it's really bad for his game, his own game. Yeah.
It feels very quiet from him. But he'll head up towards the shrine. He'll spot the Medusa as well as the Ogre. Good body blocks from Bkop for a moment. Then the Fire Blast comes in. Felix then throws the stun over to the Medusa.
Oh,
Does he
steals
drag
the
this
item.
out?
What did he steal? Oh, Royal Jelly.
Oh, that's a good one to steal.
But he's dead.
I feel like that's some value, though. That's... You think that's worth 184 gold?
But still, it's not that great, you know. Like Dusa is, look at Dusa. She's not that poor anymore. She was way poorer before the 2 kills. I don't know, man. It's difficult to say whether it's worth it or not. I personally feel it's not worth it.
Had the kill maybe gone to the Ogre, that would have been better. But now they look over at the Medusa. They're trying to get the kill. They've got the silence as well as the cogs. Battery assault. That was from a hookshot coming in from OP God over in the jungle. And they can lock down the Medusa and get the kill. But now they're running over, looking over at DD. I don't think SCC will be able to get the kill on this one. And Spike Carapace hits on the Fade Icarus dive halfway through. But from there, SAG, easy retreat. And this is all while the Phantom Lancer is just farming over towards top. Exorcism gets committed to this. They probably want to put a little bit more pressure over mid.
I mean, regardless, it's a big kill on Dusa. That's the hero that they want to kill. She's the most important piece of the puzzle for Aster. Aster is also going to get a bottom tier 1. And it's really good for them. Here's the tower. Again, see Felix Chaba, he's moving to bot to get the XP and gold, making sure that nothing goes to waste. He's in position, and you look at the Phoenix. He's trying to do what he didn't do the last game. It's getting ready. Like both the position 4s are in the same place.
There's a lot different last time. I'm surprised at the huge lack of farm on the 4-5 for SAG last time. And that was one of the big things, was the fact that their 4 position had so much farm early into the game. They had a Spirit Vessel very quickly on their 4 position. This time a little bit different, and does that completely stem from the fact that
the farm is not even the most important thing, you know. Like at the early stage, the levels, you know, like having a support with higher level makes a huge difference.
Yeah. And they're still up 4,000 experience. They've got themselves the Dream Coil as well as the Silence coming out onto 2. The hookshot came out onto the Ember. Now the Supernova. They can't leave with the Dream Coil lasting just a second longer, but the Spirit Siphon, DD, hit with the stun from the Supernova popping. They'll get the kill there onto the Death Prophet. Now look over for more. OP trying to leave, earn on him. Side of Fist lands, as well as some Fire Spirits. OP into the trees. Can he get out? Ooh, one more sight. We'll take his life.
Oh, he's in vision on the sentry. They see him.
Felix trying to come over. Red Panda nearby. This won't turn into any kills. And now they're going to try and get this double damage. They look over with the Ice Blast. That misses with the Remnant over. Cold Feet once again. And they just cannot catch this Ember.
Enough time with the second point in Carapace only. He tried to use the Carapace and he even... I think he needed to just stun. He can't hit it. And try to use the Vendetta damage as well. A bit too greedy. You can do that if you have 3 points in Carapace. But not 2.
And was there any value there in the fact that, for the most part, Phantom Lancer was just continuing to farm? Like, now he's going into the Diffusal Void, he's still sitting top of the net worth by quite a margin. Like, obviously you lost yourself your Death Prophet there, but it's still a little bit of space made for the Phantom Lancer.
Not ideal, but yeah, PR is kind of like the strongest hero in the game. Actually, Medusa could also be the strongest hero. Depending on, I guess it depends on your teammates' items and whatnot, like who is going to be able to carry a game. But I feel pretty comfortable if I'm the PR right now, even though the DP just died. She had a lot of gold saved up, you know. Like she was like very close to leaving in the fight. I think if she bought a hood, I think hood could be a decent item in this game. Like looking at the heroes, just a casual hood on the DP. I'm not sure about going for the use because I don't think that they are lacking lockdown. Clockwork and Nyx provides a lot of lockdown.
Ooh, XSS down bottom. They were going in onto OP, kept the camera there, but should have been looking over bottom at Felix Chaba, who gets the kill on XSS.
Is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
What did you buy? Is he buying use? Oh yeah, he bought use. I'm not so sure about it. I'm me on a DP.
Yeah. He's going into the Yules. He's just about got it finished. Phantom Lancer just about on that Diffusal as well.
Yeah, but I think that he's still gonna die in the fight still. I'm not sure. Let's like one coil plus the Phoenix spells and like slight plus chickens. I think the DP can just die in the fights.
Dire are scanning.
Bounty rune spawning.
Potentially fight over bottom. Dire puts a scan out, but it doesn't catch anybody on the side of the Radiant. Now OP looking to go up the high ground. What a bit of a risky maneuver to just go up high ground like that. But they look over at XSS. They've got the Ice Blast. They'll get the kill. The Illusory Orb won't matter because he's already dead. But the Icarus Dive coming through, and the Supernova damage is out, but Fade ends up dead. OP got him. Felix Chaba fall to Fade afterwards, I believe from the Fire Spirits after the Supernova. It burned them down a little bit. And it ends up being a 3 for 2.
Reasonable exchange, I think, for Dire. I mean, later in the team fights, when Dusa is starting to fight, the egg is gonna be very hard to kill.
There was also a Supernova right on top of them. I think any other spot and it would have been okay.
Yeah, he was actually a bit too cocky there. He ran into the middle. He probably felt like they were gonna win the fight, so he just wanted to go in.
Dire's top tower is falling.
So drums for the Ember, and then going into the BKB right afterwards. TPs are coming through from SAG. They're going to look towards getting these kills out of Bkop as well as potentially FCCC. Bloodlust, but they've got the Diffusal. They'll solo him up. Sleight of Fist comes through. Not going to save the life of the Ogre. Easy kill there for SAG. And get a couple of pickoffs consistently. Get XSS. They get the kill into Bkop. They look over towards mid. Should be at least the tier 1 tower. Maybe a +1 on that if anybody comes over to defend from Aster.
Oh, Phoenix.
Dire's middle
Oh,
tower has fallen.
okay. He should be fine
Spike
now.
Carapace hits. He doesn't have the impel though.
Oh, he doesn't have the Sunray to TP out in.
Yeah, so now it's straight into the Fire Spirits. He doesn't have Icarus Dive. Remnant over to the side near the tier 1 tower. The Silence comes through into the Phoenix. They'll get the kill on the Fade. Felix Chaba ends up getting traded, but here's the Stone Gaze. This is what we've been waiting for, is the Medusa to come through. They get the kill on the Phantom Lancer. God King just gets ripped apart, and now they've got the root out onto DD. Supernova down again. Death Prophet trying to leave. I don't think it's possible, as they've got the Sight once again, as well as the Illusory Orb to get the kill there on the Death Prophet. A 3 for 1 in that situation.
Yep, don't know about chasing there. They just went too far away. I didn't expect the Knicks to just really wanted to go for the kill. And the PL got caught with a Stone Gaze there. That was a really good move by Trent. He came in from behind, so they didn't really expect that. And just able to get the stone form out.
Hook shot actually missed the Medusa, who I think is the target. It went all the way to the Ancient, so that puts him in a terrible situation. Spike Carapace through, OP trying to survive. Bobika on the run, gets the stun out. One more shot, trying to get this kill with the battery assault, stopping him from getting the right clicks. They kill off Bobika. OP got a Felix Chaba fall, but there goes the Medusa, and it looks like the rest might be soon to follow. Cold Feet out onto this Phoenix. They've got the Dream Coil down, but they lose God King once again. This is a 4 for 3, potentially more. SCCC, Sleight of Fist trying to run. Crypt Swarm comes out. There's the Searing Chains to lock up the Death Prophet and secure his escape.
So once again, a big win for the Dire side, even though Dusa died, but they were able to take the PL down as well. So there's that. And just SAG, I think the Clockwork, if he got the Dusa at the start, the fight would have actually been just, I think the fight is just over if the hook shot landed. It's just really unfortunate. He got the wrong hero.
Yeah, it did technically hit the Medusa coming across.
Yeah,
but
he wanted
it just
to trap him.
Yeah.
So he could get his battery and start doing damage.
It seemed like such a good hook, and then he went right by the Medusa. He's like, oh, well, not where I needed to be. And he just gets surrounded so quickly. I was surprised he survived so long, actually. And then kills the
heroes,
ogre.
Right?
Yeah, he hooked into 3 heroes and then kills an ogre before dying. Not a success, but...
Shield, power treads, pipe. You call that a success? Okay.
I said not a success, but you'll take it.
Not a success.
Yeah. Definitely feels like it's something, though. BKB for the Death Prophet. Phantom Lancer, is he going BKB as well? No, he's going into the Sanjin Yasha. He's got the Diffusal Blade as well as the hood. And you wanted to see the hood on the Death Prophet. Are you happy with it here on God King instead on the Phantom Lancer?
I think it's fine on PL. But because of deep... I mean, I guess if you want to buy BKB, then buying a hood is like a waste of your resource. Top lane, Ice Blast coming in.
They're going to look to get these kills. They'll take out Bobika. That hits on a Schwan. And the turn maybe trying to come here from Fade as well as Schwan. They get the Side Fist as well as the Searing Chain. Icarus Dive right on top of the Clockwork of OP God. And he'll hold the regen rune and ends up dead.
Oh, he didn't stick? If he stick, he could have used his, the Essence Ring. Then I think he would have lived.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Slight misplay, but PL is gonna pressure the bot lane all the way in. And we see a movement on the 2 supports here, the A and the Nyx, with smoked up. Wants to start with the Carapace, but there's a sentry. He sees him.
And he backs off. That feels like that's an obvious move when you've got vision on someone who's invis. It's just that quick backup. Just a couple hundred gold away from finishing off that Sanjin Yasha. The Impale misses. Phase shift. Ice Blast. Not gonna land. Good job there by XSS.
Don't think they could have killed him.
Had it started with the Spike Carapace, maybe, but he ended up missing it.
Yeah, he kind of, because he expected the puck to wave, use his orb on the crease, but he actually orbed behind for some reason. So he couldn't get the Carapace off. That's really unfortunate. So now the DP has the... Oh, this is a big icon. Nether Shawl. It's really good on DP.
Radiant's bottom tower
Right
is
now I'm
under
thinking like,
attack.
if the longer the game goes, who does it actually favor? I'm not so sure anymore now, because I was expecting Radiant to have like more of a lead, but right now the game is even, and I feel like as long as the Dusa has BKB and lifesteal, he can actually just fight the PTR.
Yeah, it's also experience lead right now for
And
Aster.
he has bloodlust.
XSS, Ice Blast, as well as the Impale coming through. They'll get the kill there onto the pocket. Another pick off, and that is
so much gold.
the 4th time he's died. Yeah, a lot of gold going to OP.
150. Wow. Wait, how does it actually work? Isn't this like an even game? How come he gets so much money for killing one guy?
Was it the streak gold? 3-time streak?
Oh, it's a, okay, that makes sense. He has a killing spree. Like, sometimes I get really confused how much gold you're getting for killing a hero.
Well, didn't they just change something with the gold or the comeback mechanic?
Dyer's
Oh,
They
it's-
changed something. I think it was a nerf. It was like a lot more gold before that, the initial one,
Dyer's bottom
the initial
tower is
formula,
under attack.
and they toned it down a little. Okay, so this is a really big fight. They're gonna smoke behind the Dusa. But I don't think Radiant wants to push anymore. They want to go back and regain this part of the map. Maybe look to do Roshan with the DP ulti. Do they have a medallion? No, then probably.
Bottom pings out the Medusa, but there's more heroes and Clock. Yeah, Ice Blast coming through. It hits, but there's no follow up, so it won't matter. They get the kill there onto the Clockwork easily, and DD just needing to get back going into the Ags next. So it has to be KB 10 seconds, 2,800 gold away from picking the Ags. Do you think that's more of a time to try and wait here, especially when you're looking for a Satanic on the Phantom Lancer and you need some time to get some farm out, or is that more beneficial for Aster if you keep it trying to stay conservative for the Radiant?
I think both teams will try to wait out though. But I'm not sure who is gonna gain more out of it. I feel like the PL is... he's happy with that, and Dusa is also happy with that. But something tells me the longer the game goes, because the Dusa has this Bloodlust plus Sunray to heal him, he's going to out-carry the PL.
Would you think the PL need to go to a different item instead of the Satanic, or is this one where with the Satanic he has more of a chance of beating the Medusa with the Bloodlust and the Sunray?
Yeah, Satanic is gonna help him and fight, but he's gonna need like I think if he has a Solar Crest that would be great, but nobody's building it. Like all these support items, the Blades, the Solar Crest, they are items that would change. Like in a game like this, it feels like it's very even between the costs. Then you're gonna look at the items, who has the Solar Crest, who has the Blades, who has the Auras, the Assault Curious. All these become very important, and none of the players have, none of the supports have any of the support items right now.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Halbert's nice though. Halbert could be a game changer against the Dusa.
Yeah, certainly one that can really slow her down for a little bit.
Attack.
At least a moment where you have that opportunity now with the disarm to take advantage with the lineup that they've got.
Radiant are scanning.
It's gonna be about the Roche right now. I think both teams should be preparing for it. Like place vision, hover around the area, try to push out the wave, the top lane. Like I don't think anybody would want to give up the Roche. Like both teams have the ability to kill the Roche right now. Quite surprised that Dyer is moving away from the Roche pit though. They have to at least have a ward or somehow scout the Roche.
Yeah, they have no vision over here, and it's smoke from the side of SAG to sneak into this pit. Uzuri Orb comes out, and it won't spot anybody inside, and the timings just don't end up well.
Oh dear, that is... if... no, they are afraid.
Ooh.
Oh,
Maybe
I
the
thought they would
Uzuri Orb
just-
scares them.
Yeah, I actually do. I thought they would just do it because they would assume Dyer scouted and they didn't see any hero. Okay, they're gonna scan. Anyway.
We'll see if this happens quickly enough. Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
It's
It's going to be close.
They'll have enough time though if they kill the clockwork. The rock is gonna go down. Oh, he has no buyback. It's dangerous.
Wow, they bail from the pit.
Oh, that is actually a really, really big misplay there by the clockwork. He tried to bait it out, but his team couldn't, finish the Roshan time. Now they're gonna be forced to take a fight. Ice Bars is still on cooldown. They need every single spell to win the fight.
I don't even commit to this. I'm surprised.
I think if they actually just did it, you remember the first time the orb, they smoked, they saw the illusionary orb, and once the orb is over, if they started the Roshan back then, they were hesitating. I think if they did it right there, they probably have just enough time to finish the Roshan, because they wasted like a precious 5-6 seconds running around, being unsure about what to do.
But now you've got the clockwork back. They're going to smoke up. You've got Death Prophet mid and Nyx Assassin moving way too far forward, but the Spike Carapace comes in as well as the Silence hitting onto 3 of these heroes. Dreamcoil committed on this. They'll get the kill onto the Nyx Assassin who doesn't have buyback. Sunray on top of the Death Prophet as well as the Mystic Snake coming through. Remnant forward looking over for the Ancient Apparition. Will get the kill onto the second support. He's forced to buy back, but they still don't have a Nyx for 40 seconds.
Oh, that's enough. I think that's enough time for them to finish Roshan. Oh dear. Wait, what? The A has an Aether Lance?
Ooh, Silence. And is that Kofi gonna proc? It does on the Ember! Can they get the kill at least? The hook shot misses because he's already dead. Drops a gem too.
Yes,
Fire Blast out onto the Ancient Apparition who just bought back. Will be dead immediately. Down for 70 seconds. They'll buy back on the Ember Spirit. Now they'll pop the BKB onto the Medusa. Can Medusa turn and fight this? Exorcism doing a lot. Almost out of mana. Uzi Orb over. As XSS is behind them with a well-placed Supernova. That is great. They'll get the kill there on a DD. They've got the Dream Coil down. Phantom Lance are in trouble trying to survive, but the Sunray and the damage coming in might be too much. Doppelganger on at the low ground, not enough to stay up and about. They get the kill. No Death Prophet, no Phantom Lancer for 70 seconds, and it should be theirs.
Strange place though, like I think there's no way they chase like up here, you know. Like when you run up the high ground, they didn't have an observer ward. Like what do you expect? Like you just run up like this. The egg, I'm sure the egg was like it's like a perfect egg, but you have to think about it was also the fact that the Radiant decided to give the positioning. You know? They tried to run up the high ground from the low ground with no vision.
And it's not the first time they've done that this game.
And also I was talking about the Aether Lance, like
Oh, they find the Nyx
I mean,
Assassin.
he could have just bought like any support item, you know, like a Medallion. I think the Medallion would have been great on the A, like anything to help them, like getting a Solar Crest. Like they would have allowed the DP to finish the Roshan earlier, you know. Like getting the Aether Lance doesn't really help your team, but just yourself, you know. I think it's like for me, I personally don't really like getting an Aether Lance on an A in this kind of situation. Or at least even like a 4-star would help his team.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And just off those buybacks, just off that fight, they're now down 6,000. Like this has completely gotten out of hand very quickly.
Yep. And the Dusa is like, I think he can just like stay on the high ground right now and just be a boss. They're probably gonna like get these 3 towers, sit here, take the 3 towers and finish the Satanic and then high ground. Then it will be very, very difficult to deal with the Dusa.
And Death Prophet changes his mind from the Ags, has the Shivas going into an Octarine core.
She's not tanking on this fight. She's dying in the fight. It's way too quickly.
She is holding Craggy Coat, but I think just for fights. Slot it in and then...
I mean, it's coming back to the items, you know. Like, I feel like the supports need to buy the items that will save them, like the 4-star, the Medallion, like all those items are very, very important. They don't have the right items, they don't have someone to save you. That's why the DP is dying so easily in the fights. She gets stunned by the Ogre or the Coil, and there's nothing to save her. And right now, Dire is smoking in, sensing blood in the water. They are very, very strong right now.
Dreamcoil comes out on OP. They've got the Silence comes out onto 2 from the Death Prophet, but I don't think this is going to save OP, who tries to hook shot away. Hit with the Fire Blast, multicast, and gone. Bkop getting the kill there on OP. So what it's looking like is probably a high ground defense here from SAG. How good is their high ground defense at this point?
Not very, to be honest.
Ooh, Ember, that's a horrible spot to be. The BKB is going to be popped for nothing. You're dead and the gem's on the deck.
Yep.
Wow.
If the Nyx can get to the point where he has Axe, that will be their higher ground defense. And that kill is really big because he used his buyback right before that, so it's a very long death. Now, PR has to be careful about being called here. He might be in trouble. Oh, but he does have a lot of status resist with the SNY and Satanic. So even if he breaks the call, it's a short stun. Oh, he has the Titan Saver. Never mind. So that's what 46 plus.
It says his status resistance is 53%.
Oh, it doesn't stack additively? Wait, that's not right? That's 20% from SNY, 30% from Satanic, that's 50, and then another 16, so it should be 66. I guess it doesn't stack additively. Or am I wrong?
I'm not certain. You're not asking the right person on that one.
Am
I always
am
forget
I doing
which
the
ones
math
are...
wrongly?
No,
Am I
you're not any mathing this one. 20 status resistance, 30, 50, and then plus 16 is 66.
What? Why is it 53? How does it add up to 53?
Multiplicatively? You try to sound like I know what I'm talking about?
Never mind. I'm not Ice Frog. Who knows?
Neither am I. Dreamcoil comes in. They've got the Silence. Let's see if they can get the kill here onto the Phantom Lancer. They've also brought the Medusa down. Felix Chaba trying to get the Spike Carapace and this Phantom Lancer away. Doppelganger as well as the Mana Burn coming through. Maybe even thinking about reinitiating out on XSS to get this kill at least onto the puck. Spike Carapace waiting for potentially a Waning Rift, but doesn't land it. He walks away. Sunray, one more shot, gets the kill, and all of a sudden, if you could force the buyback on the puck, you got something going here. You still have a full minute before this Ember is up.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So Exorcism committed to this one. We'll see if the puck buys back. They've got the Silence as well as the hook shot hitting on the Medusa. Great job from OP and great Cogs. Locks him into the right Radiant side. They get the buyback coming up for the puck. BKB is going to be popped here by the Death Prophet. Icarus dive over as well as the Dreamcoil getting used. Death Prophet needs to be careful not surviving this one with the Sunray on top. Now the Doppelganger away. God King trying to run. He's got the Illusory Orb as well as the Mystic Snake coming through. XSS right in front of him. Can he survive? He does pop that Satanic. Healing up quite a bit. They get the kill on the Medusa again. This could be game. Oh, he's got buyback though, so maybe they're still holding on. They'll look over at the Phoenix. They've got the stun out. Now killing off Felix Chauba. Fade, though, on the run from God King. Won't make it away. They get the kill into the Phoenix. They'll try to TP God King out, but there's the Yules. Does he even have a chance to survive? Unfortunately, not.
All right. The Ogre got 2 kills there with the stuns.
Ends up working out. It's okay, you know? Nothing to be too upset about. Just Phantom Lancer dying. It's not tragic just yet. But 3,000 net worth lead here for Aster, and it's kind of looking like, again, the tools are there for SAG. And if they can put them all together, especially with the Ember out of that fight for the most part, that's when things really fall for Aster, is without one of their cores, because they were able to get right on top of this Medusa, and it was honestly perfect from OP to get on top of the Medusa, to have the Cogs to push him back. That was great fighting, and you know, showing that this game, despite the 5,000 net worth lead, is certainly still neck and neck. Bkop actually getting 2 kills there with a couple of stuns, and they'll have the Phantom Lancer up in about 30 seconds. For the Roche, though, 2 minutes. We'll see if the teams slow down. You've got Medusa going into the Satanic. You've got Phantom Lancer just about to finish that Ags, I believe. However, he might want to just save. We'll see if he saves for buyback. Or if they just play a little bit more conservatively or go for the Roche and he does buy out on the Axe. Blink Dagger on the Death Prophet.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, that's alright.
It was really loud, right?
Yeah, I don't mind too much.
So basically, PL died, Medusa died, everyone died, and Ogre had a lot of levels from that. Oh,
Yeah, and they didn't.
the level 20 on the Ogre could be like a huge deal though, if he chooses to go for the attack speed talent.
Oh wow, what's the? It's just double Bloodlust there in attack speed.
Yeah, double bloodlust. I think that would actually make the Medusa like even beyond a boss.
Although the combination they threw at the Medusa, even with the attack speed, like that was such a good fight from SAG. Obviously, that didn't include the Ember, but and obviously didn't include the Satanic too.
Wait, why is he going BKB on the Phoenix? In theory, it's fine, but I think X is actually better. I think he doesn't really need to worry about like the carapace so much. All he needs to do is to keep the Dusa alive in the team fight. If he can actually do that, then his job is done.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, I guess with the BKB, he's gonna be able to stand and cast Sunray. That's also really nice.
And what's the Roche call? It's a minute 10. Very important Roche coming up, and it's gonna fall down to if SAG performed the same way that they did in the previous Roche fight. Like it's gonna go the way of Aster, and it could just mean the game. Like this feels like a end all be all Roche right now.
I mean, it still ceases to amaze me that there's no Vlads, there's no Solar Crest in this kind of game. But you're just like playing to buff one person, but none of them are buying a Vlads or Solar Crest.
No, all the Ogre's got right now though is 4 stuff.
Radiant
I
are
mean,
standing.
the Ogre, if the Ogre has anything, it's like it's a bonus, you know. It's more like the rest of the. I mean, for Dire, I feel like maybe I can make an exception because their heroes are not very. It's not suitable for them to buy the Vlads or the Solar Crest, except for the Ogre, and Ogre doesn't really have the luxury to do that in this kind of game. But for Radiant, they definitely have the heroes to buy the Solar Crest and the Vlads.
Radiant's
They'll have Ags on the way for Nyx Assassin going into this Roche fight too.
Yeah, that is big, very, very big.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Roche
Now
now.
we're gonna be in for a long game.
That's what you said, an hour. You called at the beginning.
Oh really? Did I?
Yeah, you said this one's gonna be an hour.
Oh, I think I said it's gonna be an hour for the Medusa to get to the point where she's just gonna win the game, right?
Yeah.
If Dire wants to win the game.
Dire's courier has been killed.
They're getting there though. They're only 20 minutes away.
Well, halfway there, more than halfway there. Keep hustling.
Interesting positioning from Felix. Trying to figure out for him at least, because I looked at that impale, where's the best spot for him to, or looked at that
Yes.
burrow, where's the best spot for him to burrow?
I think just behind the Roche pit. It's around the trees here. Yeah. Those are 2 areas. And he even has the quickening charm. What's the cooldown?
6.09 seconds. Oh, Ice Blast and the hook shot gone! In the blink of an eye, Ember is just gone.
Yes.
And Phantom Lights are going for this one. Wonder what they can get. They've got the disarm out on the Medusa. Now the BKB is going to be popped here by Shuan, but he's already out of mana and in a lot of trouble. The big buyback is out from the Ember. And they're starting to back off, but God King, he's so far ahead of his team right now. Supernova comes in as well as the Dream Coil. They look over the Medusa with no more mana. They'll get the kill. 95 seconds on the sideline with buyback. Uses it immediately. Supernova stuns up the Death Prophet as well as the Nyx, but avoided by God King with the Doppelganger. They lose
This
2
Nyx
heroes
is
there.
actually just single-handedly owning the fights. The carapace, the stuns, the mana burn. Look at the damage that he... Oh, actually no damage, but more of the stuns. He did 1.3k damage. PR did 3,000, something like that. But the fight continues.
They need this Aegis. They bought back on both the Ember as well as the Medusa, but this could cost them the game. Sightifist comes out as well as the Searing Chains that hits on the God King, but it only lasts for a split second with all the status resist he has.
Fight around the Nyx. They should not chase. They cannot make the same mistake the last time, running up the high ground. Just stay on the low ground, stay around the Nyx and fight.
They don't even have the Supernova to work with this time. Hookshot comes through over onto Bkop as well as the Cogs. Ice Blast behind him. They've got the Force Staff out. Now XSS moving forward with the Waning Rift as well as the Cold Feet out onto the Nyx Assassin. They get the kill there onto Bkop. Let's see what they can get. Stone Gaze was used by Xuan. Felix Chauba within the burrow. Gets the stun out onto the Medusa. Now the silence is there. Sunray's not going to be enough. They'll get the kill to the Medusa dead for 2 minutes. Now they will then turn their attention over to XSS. This is a big problem here for Aster. Potentially the only problem because this game looks like it might end off this fight. They take out Bkop. He's gone for 100 seconds.
Just killed everyone and he did everything. Oh my god.
Just in the burrow. They have nothing to see him.
Aghanim Scepter, just too much. I mean, the Quickening Charm is also super inbound here.
There's the stun. There's the mana burn. Hookshot again. Felix Chauba, have yourself a game.
He's the last pick. Can't complain, you know.
Spike Carapace again. Now goes Burrows. Get that. Burrows under a tier 4. Doesn't even care.
Can they just throw him? They can, right? They should have enough time. 60 seconds.
And they've got Exorcism.
Throw him?
There's the Glyph. Buying some time. And let's see if they can finish off the Phoenix. They've got the silence as well as the Cold Feet coming in. An easy kill there on a Fade who has buyback. Still 38 seconds without Medusa. Sleight of Fist coming through, but the long range stun. There's the Ice Blast. BKB was popped. It'll keep him alive, but what about their base? Waning Rift, Dream Coil, but they don't need to go anywhere. They're right on the Ancient.
Yes, the egg.
Icarus Dive as well as the Supernova coming through, but there's God King to try and work on this one. SCCC, they've got the silence on of 3 of these heroes. Can they hold the base? They've got the Supernova popping, but God King turning this around with the Satanic. They've got the silence out onto the Ember. They'll get the kill. Medusa up in 8. They look over at Bkop, the Force Staff, to get away from the hands of the side of the Radiant, but they still are right on top of him. Spider Legs through as well as the Cold Feet. They got the multicast stun on the DD who backs off for a moment, but they'll have another kill there on a Bkop with Medusa finally back alive, but the hook shot comes out on a Xuan. He'll try to survive with the BKB as well as the Stone Gaze, trying to turn this, but Felix Chauba, I think he's just waiting for his moment when that BKB is no longer to throw that stun, and that's exactly what he looks for. The Stone Gaze is gone. They've got the silence. They're run out of mana here on the Medusa. They'll call GG on Aster. It's another 2-0 on a top Chinese team here for SAG. Wow.
Well, didn't expect the game to go in that manner. I mean, I felt like it was way easier for SAG to win, but the game was very topsy and turvy. Medusa, somehow he was able to do okay from a laning phase, and in a couple of team fights, I think he did so much with the Bloodlust, just the Bloodlust and like one Manta BKB, and the itemization on the Radiant supports. Personally, I don't really like it so much. But they got the W, that's what matters.
You know, they get themselves the win, 30-31. You take a look at the graph, they brought themselves back from about an 8,000 net worth deficit, and it's that last fight around the Roche pit. Getting that, you know, it was really clutch plays from Felix and clutch plays from Clockwork. But that Ags at the end was very big from Felix Chauba, and, you know, ends it with the fact that he's got just so much in his arsenal now with that Ags, and then of course you said with the Quickening Charm too.
I mean, he's playing against 4 heroes that hate Nyx: Medusa, Puck, Phoenix, and Ember. That's the story of the game. Last pick Nyx.
Yeah, and that ends up winning them the game. It worked out exactly how they wanted it. And I think that last pick Nyx obviously shows up really big for them, and I think OP, a couple of bad plays in the mid game, but a couple of hook shots that really kept them, with a chance to win. So certainly a good showing there from SAG. They're still sitting atop the standings. I think now at 6-1 total in games, and sitting first at 3-0 over Newbie, who are 2-0. So we'll be back with the next series coming up. It's IG against eHome. That should be a good one. A lot of stars on both those teams. Faith Beyond, Jinq, Silo are playing. Then you've got GGG, Emo, JT. A lot of guys who have just been stars of the scene recently. So we'll be back with that in just a moment. Hopefully soon. I know it says it's scheduled for like 2 hours from now, but I don't know if they're going to do rolling schedule or a break. We'll find out. So we'll be back in a moment. Stay right there.